Hi, it's Auntie Akiba. I hope you're doing well today. I'm here to read your book. Today's book is Martin's Big Words, The Life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This book is written by Doreen Rappaport and it is illustrated. The pictures are drawn by Bryan Collier. Let's hear about Martin's big words. Everywhere in Martin's hometown, he saw the signs, white only. His mother said these signs were in all southern cities and towns in the United States. Every time Martin read the words, he felt bad until he remembered what his mother told him. You are as good as anyone. In church, Martin sang hymns he read from the Bible. He listened to his father preach. These words made him feel very good. When I grow up, I'm going to get big words too. Martin grew up. He became a minister like his father. And he used the big words he had heard as a child from his parents and from the Bible. Everyone can be great. He studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He learned how the nation of India won freedom without ever firing a gun. Martin said, love, when others said hate. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. He said, together, when others said separate. He said peace when others said war. Sooner or later, all the people of the world will have to discover a way to live together. That's the top of a bus. You may not be able to see it, but that's the top of a bus. In 1955, on a cold December day in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa Parks was coming home from work. A white man told her to get up from her seat on the bus so he could sit. She said no, and she was arrested. Montgomery's black citizens learned of her arrest. It made them angry. They decided not to ride on any buses until they could sit anywhere they wanted. It's still a bus, but you see people walking. For 381 days, they walked to work and to school and to church. They walked in the rain and cold and in blistering heat. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them until the white city leaders had to agree that they could sit anywhere they wanted. when the history books are written, someone will say, there lived Black people who had the courage to stand up for their rights. In the next 10 years, Black Americans all over the South protested for equal rights. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. White ministers told them to stop. Mayors and governors and police chiefs and judges ordered them to stop. But they kept on marching. Wait. For years I have heard the word wait. We have waited more than 340 years for our rights. You see them holding hands? They were jailed and beaten. Some were murdered, but they kept on marching. Some Black Americans wanted to fight back with their fists. Martin convinced them not to by reminding them of the power of love. Love is the key to the problems of the world. Do you see him praying on his knee, his bended knee? Many white Southerners hated and feared Martin's words. A few threatened to kill him and his family. His house was bombed. His brother's house was bombed, but he refused to stop. Remember, if I am stopped, this movement will not be stopped, because God is with this movement. The marches continued. More and more Americans listened to Martin's words. He shared his dreams and filled them with hope. I have a dream that one day in Alabama, little Black boys and little Black girls will join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. After 10 years of protest, the lawmakers in Washington voted to end segregation. The white-only signs in the South came down. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. cared about all Americans. He cared about people all over the world. And people all over the world admired him. In 1964, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He won it because he taught others to fight with words and not with fists. Martin went wherever people needed help. In April 1968, he went to Memphis, Tennessee. He went to help garbage collectors who were on strike. He walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. On his second day there, he was shot. He died. His big words, however, are alive for us today. Words like freedom and peace and together and love and I have a dream. That is the book. It includes a timeline of Dr. Martin Luther King's life and other books and websites that you can look at to learn more about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And this has been Martin's Big Words, The Life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., written by Doreen Rappaport and illustrated by Bryan Collier. I hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye-bye.